Welcome back, everybody. It's been way too long. I've been super busy. It's an excuse. I hadn't time blocked like I should, but we're back with another video of the beautiful one and only 1854 Prodigy. That's right, Randy and Randy. Look at he was a handsome boy, Randy. It was a handsome boy. You can go run, Randy. You can go run. But yeah, guys, if you hadn't seen it, it'll be linked down below. The very first Prodigy video I did, I left some things out. You know, it was the first one. I was a little nervous, but this is my 1854. Oh my God, bro, look at that. That's Randy's cousin. Randy, that's your cousin. You be easy, Randy. I think it gets you. We're in a lake down here in Florida that's got an island. We pulled up here purposely for this reason. But they have wild hogs, like legit wild hogs. There's usually like seven other ones, but at least one of them showed up. So that's cool. I've been waiting to show Randy this, but anyways, all right, got a little off topic there. But this is my 1854 Prodigy. It's bottomland with the brown hexagon C deck with the rulers on the side, 1 through 36 inches. So if you need to measure anything 36 inches, then you just gotta guesstimate after that, you know. The bottomland does have a clear coat on the outside. I forgot to say that in the other video. And no, it doesn't really glare and flare the birds. 1, because it's camo. 2, because you cover it up with more camo. So that helps out a lot. Like right now it's kind of shining, but there's no other camo on it. All right, so there's a 1244 box on the front, the light bar box. You got a trolling motor bracket. The side rails right here has come in really handy. Since I've had the boat, we've used that, whether it's just hanging off the side of them or tying stuff to them or using them to, you know, whatever you use them for. They've come in really handy. The gas gauge right here, still a huge fan of it. The only thing, and I don't know if it's because it's the gas pump's fault or this gas can's fault, but she'll overflow a little bit. She'll get to squirting on you if you ain't careful. But the extended front deck, if you did not learn that from my last video, make sure you learn from this video. I did get an extended front deck. I think I said it like 50 times. But the extended front deck has been great. It's been very spacious. The speakers have turned out really good. Riding wide open, like I said, you can't really hear them if you're in the driver's seat because that engine, the motor's really, really loud. But we pull up to, you know, the springs and we turned it off, and you know, the music would be jamming, and it's plenty loud enough for what we're doing. And then the cup holders, the catwalks, trays, you know, just the basic design. My switch panel has been really good. I hadn't had any shortages. Oh, well, I take that back. I hadn't had any shortages in the switch panel, but my light bar, the little connection here, I'll show you that little connection right here. This little deal, you kind of have to do a little jiggle and tug on it, you know, a little tug action like that, just to kind of get it where it'll come on and stay bright. But I think that's just, you know, that's an easy fix. You can just put a little bit more tape on it. But yeah, the trash can, I know in the first video I said I hadn't got to use yet, and I hadn't used it today, but I have used it plenty of times. And I absolutely love having a trash can on the boat. I know y'all might be like, it's just a trash can, but we don't litter. We don't litter around here. So smash the thumbs up button for that at least. We don't litter, we throw it in the trash can, all right? So I've gotten plenty of use out of the trash can. The switch panel, all that stuff, the radio, the GPS, well, my screen, AKA the GPS, because that's all I really know how to use on it still, unfortunately. But yeah, it works great. It's got us where we need to go. It tells us how fast we go or how slow we go. Me, Ethan, the dog, Randy, the cooler, and our little bit of gear, we were running average of 25.2 miles an hour. We were touching 26. We would hold 26, but I think it was on average 25-ish. So it's not too fast, but obviously not too slow, I guess. And then the dog ladder right here. This deal, I bought it because why not, you know? I got a dog, and Randy don't like this thing, man. He don't know how to use it in deep water. And I don't know, like this part right here is okay, But once he gets like right here, I don't know if it's just something in his mind. Like right now he could do it and hop in, but in deep water, it's just, I don't know, it's weird for him. I don't know. He might just, he might need just a little bit more practice. But the extended, the drop, I butchered this one. The drop deck 2-step.
All right, run it one more time.
Okay. The
right,
drop
three,
deck
two, 3, 2.
The drop deck 2, shit. All right, so I went with the drop deck 2-step design in the back. As you can see, this is where Randy is sitting. You got your first step right there. If I had to take a guess, and I would say that's your second, with a little pod light in there. I absolutely love the back reverse lights. They come in huge for a program. But this just could be me. But if you guys own a boat or have a boat, whether it's a Prodigy, Gator Tail, whatever it might be, that's got the drop deck in the back for your duck hunting dog to sit on, let me know. Do you get soaking ass wet when you're in the boat? Like, I mean, every time he's got back up in this thing and he shakes off and he shakes off again, it's like half the boat gets soaking wet, and I'm soaking wet, which right now, it ain't the biggest deal in the world because it's 95 degrees outside, but when it gets cold, it's going to be kind of a deal. But he likes it. As you can see, he's sitting there. Ain't that right, Randy? No. But he's sitting there. That's his place. It's plenty of room for him. All that's good, but it's just the whole, I get wet because I sit right here and, this and that and the other. All right, moving on to the pride and joy. The thing that gets the thing a-moving. The old GTR 40. That's right. Painted to match. She's not built. She's got everything is stock on her, down to the prop, to the exhaust, to the oil stick. It's all stock. All right. She's a good motor. Things that has happened, which has been my bad. I let the throttle cable freeze, and then here recently, I don't know, a couple months ago, it broke. So I had to replace the throttle cable, and I had to take all this apart and, all that good stuff. And I will say, I absolutely love Prodigy. This is my dream boat still. But I called Prodigy. I hit him on the line, got him on the phone, and said, "Hey, I got 30 hours just put on this engine, and my throttle cable broke. Can y'all please send me a new one?" $46,000 later, and a handful of days after. And they said, "Oh, we don't have any. You're going to have to call Gator Tail and buy one from them." Well, I called Gator Tail, shout out Gator Tail. And I told him my situation, and I said, "Look, Prodigy sent me to y'all. I just bought the boat. I just bought the motor. I absolutely love it." I was like, "Is there any way?" I know it's only, $20, but I was feeling a little cheap that day. And I was like, "Is there any way you could please make it right and send me one?" And shout out Gator Tail. They sent me a throttle cable, put that bad girl on, and she's been rolling ever since. We've been giving her some of that, that squeeze and motion, and she's been rolling, So that's about that. I still got to get a new prop. I would love to build this out, later on down the road, whether that's put a turbo kit or whatever on it, and get a new exhaust, the whole 9 yards. I would love to do that. But we're waiting. I'm in no rush. So down here is my rooster lights. I have used those during hunting season, obviously in the mornings, the early mornings. But I hadn't really had to this time of the year. The summer, like the latest we stay out so far has been, right at dusk, and we hadn't had to turn them on. But absolutely love it. What I wish I would have bought was, they're called Mickey Mouse ears, and they're a little bar that come off right here. They kind of be sitting like that, and you use them to grab to get on the back of the boat, because I've scraped my tiny little bony shin so many times on this first number 1 step of the drop deck 2 step. On the first step, I've scraped my shin multiple times in deep water trying to get in. See, like obviously right now, it's easy to get in. You're in shallow water, but in the deep water, it's kind of a little harder. So I wish I would have got some of that action going on right there. All right, so the grab bar right here, when I got it, it had a little wiggle in it, and now it's got a little bit more wiggle in it. And I'm afraid it's going to have a little bit more after today. But if you can see here, there's a pin that holds this grab bar in. And if I'm just being nitpicky about it, I think if you pay $46,000 for a boat, you should have a pretty sturdy grab bar. Not saying it's not sturdy, it hadn't fallen off when I've been using it, but it bends and it wallows out this hole that the pin goes through right down here. So, you know, it's a pain. It's a pain in the butt if it gets bent, because it's hard to get the pin to go through the actual hole. You know what I'm saying? So that is just one nitpicky thing that I personally don't like. I wish could be a little bit better. I've had to straighten that pin out so many times. It's got a little bend in it. I have to straighten it back out. You know, it'd be like that. But all right, so another thing is the lights. I wish I had 2 batteries. Right now I just have 1 battery powering the whole boat. And this past season, while we were in Arkansas, we were out there first thing in the morning, and we were just throwing our spread. And you know, I hadn't had the boat for that long, so nobody told me this, but the boat died. And luckily I had one of those little jumper kits that I also bought with it, so we could, you know, jump the battery and get it rolling and everything. But I would suggest having 2 batteries, so you can run everything for a good little while, because just off 1 battery, I mean, if you have you know, your nav lights on, your spotlight in the front, the side lights, your reverse lights, like if you got the rooster tail lights, if you got it all rolling and you got your radio going, if you got it all going, you're not going to have that long on your battery life. So I keep mine plugged up every time I get done using it. I keep it plugged up. It does have an onboard charger, which I do like, but I had the boat off. If you keep the boat off and you run it all, your battery's going to die. All right, last thing I want to say is shout out to Rachel and Drew. Those are the 2 people that helped me the most at Prodigy, making sure everything was done the right way, the whole 9 yards. It was a quick, easy experience, you know, purchasing the boat. And you know, with what little cons there are, you know, it ain't nothing at all, man. It ain't nothing but a thing, you know. Like, who cares about a little jiggle? You still got a Prodigy at the end of the day. So that was my 2 cents. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Smash the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe, click the little bell notification right there, so every time we post one, you'll get notified. And also, since it is 95 degrees outside, let me know what kind of videos y'all want to see. If y'all just want to see a day on the water with us going down and going to the spring, whether it's just jumping off the rope swing or just riding it around, just having fun, or fishing videos, or bow fishing videos, or I don't know, any kind of videos y'all want to see, since it's not hunting season, let me know, so we can start shooting some and getting them out there for you guys. But yeah, until next one, peace.